The 2025 Oscars are here, people. The excitement is palpable and the air is filled with anticipation. This is the night where dreams come true, where the stars align, and where the magic of cinema is celebrated in all its glory. Hollywood's biggest night is finally upon us. The streets are buzzing, the lights are brighter than ever, and the energy is electric. It's a night where the entire world turns its eyes to Tinseltown, eager to see who will take home the coveted golden statues. And you know what that means? Glamour? Check. Speeches? Check. The red carpet is rolled out and the stars are dressed to the nines, ready to dazzle us with their elegance and charm. The acceptance speeches are sure to be heartfelt, emotional, and sometimes even surprising. Awkward moments we'll be talking about for weeks? Oh, double check. From unexpected wins to those cringe-worthy slip-ups, the Oscars never fail to provide us with moments that become the talk of the town. These are the moments that remind us that even the biggest stars are human. But before we get to all that, let's talk about who's actually in the running for a golden statue. The nominations this year are nothing short of spectacular, showcasing a diverse array of talent and storytelling that reflects the world we live in today. Amelia Perez leads the pack with a whopping 13 nominations. This film has captured the hearts and minds of audiences and critics alike, telling a powerful story that resonates on so many levels. This groundbreaking film about a trans woman's journey has everyone buzzing, and we'll get into why that is in a bit. It's a story of courage, identity, and the quest for acceptance, themes that are universally relatable and deeply moving. But it's not just Amelia Perez making waves. This year's nominations are a testament to the industry's commitment to diversity and inclusion. We're seeing stories from all walks of life, tackling issues that matter and voices that need to be heard. This year's nominations are all about diversity and tackling the big issues. From racial injustice to gender identity, the films in the running are not shying away from the tough conversations. They're pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo. We're talking Racism and Wicked, a film that delves deep into the systemic issues that plague our society. It's a bold and unflinching look at the realities many face, and it's sparking important discussions. The Dark Side of the American Dream in The Brutalist, a film that explores the often harsh and unforgiving nature of ambition and success. It's a stark reminder that the pursuit of the American dream can sometimes lead to unexpected and devastating consequences. And the fight against oppression in Dune Part 2. This epic saga continues to captivate audiences with its rich storytelling and powerful themes of resistance and resilience. It's a visual and emotional feast that leaves a lasting impact. It's clear Hollywood is finally starting to reflect the world we live in, and that's something to celebrate. The industry is evolving, and the stories being told are more inclusive and representative of the diverse tapestry of human experience. From powerful dramas like Nickel Boys, which shines a light on racial injustice, to films that explore the complexities of identity and belonging, this year's nominees are pushing the envelope and challenging us to think deeper, to thought-provoking films like I'm Still Here, exploring life under a dictatorship. These stories are not just entertainment, they're a call to action. They remind us of the power of storytelling to inspire change and make a difference. This year's nominees aren't afraid to make us think. They're challenging our perceptions, making us question our beliefs, and encouraging us to see the world through different lenses. It's a powerful reminder of the impact that cinema can have on our lives. They're holding up a mirror to society and forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths. These films are not just a reflection of our world, they're a catalyst for change, sparking conversations and inspiring action. And that's the power of cinema, right? It can entertain, educate, and inspire all at the same time. It has the ability to transport us to different worlds, make us feel a range of emotions, and leave us with a sense of wonder and awe. It can entertain, educate, and inspire all at the same time. So buckle up, folks. This year's Oscars are not just about celebrating the best in film, they're about celebrating the power of storytelling and its ability to bring us together, to make us think, and to inspire us to be better. The 2025 Oscars are shaping up to be one for the history books. With groundbreaking nominations and films that tackle important themes, this is a year that will be remembered for its boldness and its commitment to pushing the boundaries of what cinema can achieve. From the groundbreaking nominations to the important themes being explored, this year's Oscars are a celebration of the power of film to reflect our world and inspire change. It's a night where art and life come together in a beautiful and meaningful way. This is a year where art imitates life and life imitates art. The stories being told on the big screen are a reflection of our hopes, our fears, and our dreams. They're a testament to the power of creativity and the human spirit, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Stay tuned. The 2025 Oscars are set to be an unforgettable night, filled with surprises, emotions, and moments that will go down in history. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the show. Let's talk about Amelia Perez, shall we? This film has been making waves in the industry, and it's not hard to see why. From the moment it premiered, it captured the hearts and minds of audiences and critics alike. This movie is the talk of the town, and for good reason. 13 nominations, people. 13! That's an incredible achievement for any film, let alone one that tackles such a poignant and timely subject matter. That's a whole lot of love from the Academy. It's clear that the film has struck a chord with many, resonating on multiple levels. So what's all the fuss about? Why is everyone talking about Amelia Perez? Well, for starters, it's a beautiful and moving story about a trans woman finding her place in the world. It's a narrative that's both universal and deeply personal. The film delves into themes of identity, acceptance, and the struggle for self-realization. It's a journey that many can relate to, regardless of their own personal experiences. Ana de Armas is absolutely captivating in the lead role, and her performance has already earned her rave reviews. She brings a depth and authenticity to the character that is truly remarkable. But what makes this film truly historic is the nomination of Carla Sofia Gascon for Best Supporting Actress. Her portrayal is both powerful and nuanced, adding layers of complexity to the story. This marks the first time an openly trans person has been nominated for an acting Oscar. It's a groundbreaking moment that signifies a shift in the industry. Talk about breaking down barriers. This is a significant step forward for representation in Hollywood. Now I know what you're thinking, is this just a case of Hollywood patting itself on the back for being inclusive? And it's a valid question. The industry has a history of tokenism and performative allyship, and it's a valid question. But trust me, Amelia Perez is more than just a token nomination. It's a film that stands on its own merits, with a story that is both compelling and necessary. But trust me, Amelia Perez is more than just a token nomination. It's a powerful and nuanced portrayal of a trans woman's experience, told with sensitivity and authenticity. The filmmakers have taken great care to ensure that the story is told with respect and depth. It's a powerful and nuanced portrayal of a trans woman's experience, told with sensitivity and authenticity. The film doesn't shy away from the challenges faced by the protagonist, but it also celebrates her triumphs and resilience. And that's why this film is so important. It's not just about representation, it's about telling stories that matter, stories that reflect the diversity of human experience. It's a sign that Hollywood is finally starting to understand the importance of telling diverse stories and giving a voice to those who have been marginalized for far too long. This film is a testament to the power of storytelling and its ability to foster empathy and understanding. And who knows? Maybe Amelia Perez will pave the way for even more trans representation in film in the years to come. We can only hope. The success of this film could inspire other filmmakers to take risks and tell stories that have been overlooked or ignored. Maybe Amelia Perez will pave the way for even more trans representation in film in the years to come. We can only hope. The future of cinema looks brighter with films like this leading the charge, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, the snubs. Every year the Oscars bring with them a mix of excitement, glamour, and, inevitably, a fair share of disappointment. It's almost a tradition at this point. Because let's be real, it wouldn't be the Oscars without a little bit of controversy, right? The glitz and glamour are always accompanied by heated debates and passionate discussions about who deserved a nomination and who didn't. This year is no different. Some big names and fan favorites got left out in the cold and people are talking. Social media is buzzing and film forums are ablaze with opinions. It's a hot topic and everyone has something to say. First up, we've got Pamela Anderson, Selena Gomez, and Jamie Lee Curtis all missing out on acting nominations. These are not just any names. These are stars with massive followings and significant contributions to the industry. Now, I'm not saying their performances were Oscar-worthy, but come on, Academy. A little recognition never hurt anyone. It's not just about the awards, it's about acknowledging the hard work and dedication these actors put into their roles. And don't even get me started on challengers getting completely shut out. This film had everything: a compelling story, strong performances, and a unique perspective. Zendaya was robbed, I tell ya. Her performance was nothing short of spectacular, and it's a shame it didn't get the recognition it deserved. That movie had heart, it had soul, it had, well, you get the point. It resonated with audiences on a deep level, and it's disappointing to see it overlooked. But it's not just about who was left out. The Oscars are also about celebrating the unexpected, the underdogs, and the surprises that make the night memorable. There were some surprising inclusions this year too. These are the moments that keep us on the edge of our seats, wondering what will happen next. The Substance, starring Demi Moore, is a perfect example. This film came out of nowhere and made a significant impact. This unconventional story about, well, I won't spoil it for you, has divided critics, but it's great to see the Academy taking a chance on something a little different. It's a bold move, and it shows that the Oscars are willing to embrace diversity in storytelling. And speaking of different, the documentary No Other Land tells the harrowing story of a Palestinian village facing demolition. It's a powerful narrative that sheds light on real-world issues. It's a powerful and important film, but it's facing an uphill battle at the Oscars due to not having a US distributor. This highlights the challenges that international films often face in gaining recognition. It just goes to show that even in 2025, politics and the film industry are still very much intertwined. The Oscars are not just about the art of filmmaking, they're also about the business, the politics, and the power dynamics that shape the industry. So, as we gear up for another Oscar night, let's keep the conversations going. Let's celebrate the winners, acknowledge the snubs, and appreciate the art of cinema in all its forms. After all, it's these discussions that keep the magic of the movies alive. So, we've talked about the nominations, the snubs, the surprises, but what does it all mean? Is Hollywood really changing? Are we witnessing a seismic shift towards diversity and inclusion? Well, yes and no. On the one hand, it's undeniable that this year's Oscars are the most diverse in history. From the actors and directors to the stories being told, we're seeing a wider range of voices and perspectives represented than ever before. Streaming services deserve some credit for this. They've been churning out content that caters to a global audience, and that includes stories that traditional studios might have shied away from in the past. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While progress is being made, there's still a long way to go. The industry is still grappling with issues like gender pay equity, the lack of opportunities for people of color behind the camera, and the need for more authentic representation of marginalized communities. So, yes, Hollywood is changing, but it's a slow and often messy process. The important thing is that the conversation is happening. People are demanding better, and the industry is slowly starting to listen. The 2025 Oscars are a sign that change is possible, but it's going to take continued effort and a willingness to challenge the status quo to make real and lasting progress.